Good evening. Thought I'd do a little video just so you can see how I make sort of like the special Firesteels, sort of like the 3 wood ones that, like I sent one to Doug and I sent one to Stan, Piper Outdoors and Deep South Experience. I've just starting some more. I thought you might be interested to see in the process, what I do it. Now I haven't got a big workshop, anything like that. I'm sat in a spare bedroom. I've got a Dremel 3000 there on the little bench press, a battery drill, and a hacksaw. This is how I make my Firesteels. They are made by hand, so apart from the Dremel, the ones I'm doing at the moment are the 3-layer. Got Tulipwood, Cherry, and again Tulipwood, and there's black liners going in between. So what I do, I use a deluxe speedy epoxy, that's the adhesive, that's the hardener, 1 hour, good stuff, it's not cheap. And to fix all these together, I drill holes. So the epoxy will go into those, goes through the holes in here, the middle bit of course, there's holes either side, and again on these. So for these 6 Firesteels, which I'll get out of these, there's 144 holes there. That's just to help to bind the wood together. That's not including the lanyard holes and holes to fix the actual Firesteel blanks in. So the next process, I'm going to mix some epoxy. I'll get it spread over these, get them lined up, and then I'll clamp them. So that's that all epoxied and clamped up. So I'll leave that now. So it's an hour drying. It's getting tacky already, because I'll take my time spreading it out, putting it on, lining it up. So I'll come back to that in probably about an hour and a half. See you later. Hello again. Well, that's this dried off. I've left it a couple of hours, 2.5 hours, just make sure it's thoroughly dry. And now the sanding comes in, because the liners are a bit proud. You can see. So I'll sand all this down, sand the faces down. I've already done this side. So you can see now it's Tulipwood, black liner, Cherry, black liner, and Tulipwood again. I'll get 6 steels out of this piece. So I'm just doing this video to show you what work goes into it. Put the thingy attachment, I don't know, pencil attachment, whatever it's called. And now I'll start sanding. And I'll go through most of these drums. I'll probably be using about 30 of these drums on here. I've also bought this tungsten set and just see what I can do with these. So yeah, back to it. I've spent about half an hour sanding this down already. So there's another half an hour to an hour sanding it all down, then it'll be cut and I'll get back to you. As you can see, I've now marked all the wood out. So I'm just dropping stuff everywhere. So this will be the centre for the lanyard tube, and there'll be a pin going in the middle one. I'm going to do 3 in brass lanyard tube and a brass pin, and I'll do 3 in aluminium or aluminum and aluminium pin as well. So a little bit different. So they're all marked out. The ones on the bottom are marked out for the centre there for the Firesteel blanks. Next process, drilling more holes. See you later. That's holes drilled. 6.5mm for the lanyard tubes, 2mm for the pins, and 8mm for the Firesteel blanks. Tight fit in there, but so with epoxy in as well, they won't be coming out again. The blanks are glued in about a centimetre, about 10mm. Firm hold, still plenty of striking surface on those. Now they've all been cut now, so I've now got 6 individual handles. You say they're all drilled, ready for lanyard tubes and pins. So next process I'm going to do is cut the aluminium and brass tubes and pins and epoxy them in place. Let those dry for a few hours and then the sanding begins with that. So it's going to be a long old process. And that's it. So I'll get back to you once those are glued in. So then there's just the steels to put in, but all shaped, sanded, and then they'll be soaked. I think these ones I will give a coat of clear hard varnish. I'll just bring out the grains a little bit better. I'll probably soak them in oil and then varnish them. See you all later. There we go. These are all, the blanks are epoxied in, lanyard tubes are epoxied in, and the pins are epoxied in. Got to leave those to dry now. As you can see, they're all left proud, ready to sand down. So those should be left now for an hour or so, and then I'll start sanding. And there's the first one off the line. All smoothed out, a bit of shaping. One down, 5 to go. This one will now go into an oil bath. The others will get added to it and they'll soak overnight, 24 hours. Then I'll give these a coat of varnish. Just starting to shape another one by hand, of course.
The cottage had been converted.
Sorry, telly was on. This one's just starting to get shaped, and if you can see there, there's 3 soaking already. These have been soaking overnight, and now a Firesteel is born. Beautiful colours. That's one with brass tube. Tulipwood, cherry, tulipwood with black liners. These are for sale. There's only going to be 6 of them. I'll take a photograph. So if you want one, they'll be numbered left to right. That'll be number 1, that'll be number 2. They're £13 each. UK, that includes postage. £13 posted. Overseas, I'm afraid I'll have to add £3 for postage and packaging. They're not quite finished, but all I'm going to do is give them a coat of varnish. But you can see what they're like. I'll just show them individually. That's aluminium pins on that one. That one's got aluminium pins as well. That's aluminium. And brass. And brass. So that's it. Thought I'd show you the process, how I make my Firesteels. So that's how they're made. You can see a lot of work goes into them. As you saw, there's 4 holes drilled into this side. There's 4 holes drilled into that liner. There's 4 holes drilled into that top. There's 4 holes drilled into that bottom. There's 4 into that liner, and there's 4 into that. So there's plenty of holes. Contain the epoxy to keep them together. Clamped. Left for a few hours. It's 1 hour drying, but I'll leave it for 2.5 hours. So that's them. If you want one, so I should take a photograph. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So make a comment or drop me a PM. £13 UK posted. £13 plus £3 postage and packaging overseas, and payment by PayPal. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Stay safe.